Pistons, it's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
He dishes it to Tolliver. To the inside, poked away, and stolen by Scott. Only one man back on D. And the basket by Kobe.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And he gets the bucket. And 12 points for Reggie Jackson.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Johnson, the pass to O'Neal. Scott kicks to O'Neal. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And just way too early to tell how this year's group of rookies will turn out. But just from an early look, they seem to be a group that can contribute. Definitely not going to be a class with a small impact on the league.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Drummond. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. Chamberlain kicks to Scott. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Bullock, covered by Van Exel. Bullock, good. With the 2015 draft class, the big thing is how many guys are polished coming into the NBA. It's a good blend of raw talent and certainly skill.
Yeah, I like the way you said that. This class will always be headlined by the two big men, but there's a lot of value throughout the rest of the draft, too.
Drummond up top. Outside Jackson. From about 16, Scott pulls it in. Lakers leading by 21, and it's Bryant in the corner. Good D by Drummond.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Here's Bullock, defended by Bryant. Morris with the bucket.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
LA's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Scott dishes to Chamberlain. To the paint. And Kobe the bucket with the assist by Chamberlain. And that's 18 points for Kobe Bryant.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball moving out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Bullock, good. The Lakers have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Reggie Jackson had made some noise about wanting a big contract to be moved last year. Ultimately, he was traded to Detroit.
Yep, Kevin traded from the Thunder to the Pistons, and it actually happened on deadline day.
Los Angeles leading by 15. Worthy kicks to Scott. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside Jackson. No good from 18. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
There's the pass to Meeks. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
They set the pick. Morris a screen. Van Exel against Jackson. Lock at 6. Morris with the screen for Jackson. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Scott.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Tobias Harris comes in for Marcus Morris. Johnson, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jody Meeks. Jones, the pass to Baylor. And he gets it to go. Baylor's got his first points of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Baines. And oh, he hits the... buzzer beater.
And he...
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Lakers leading by 16. On the court for the Pistons, Jackson and Caldwell-Pope, the guards. Johnson is out there with Tobias Harris, and it's Baines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jackson drives in, pass to Harris. They get a hand on it, stolen by O'Neal. Pushing it up, here's Johnson, using his post moves to get the 2 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
The feed to Baylor. Out to the right wing. Here's Cooper. Again, Los Angeles.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Harris a screen on Johnson. Jackson misses.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Here's Cooper. To the left side wing. Shaq dishing to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Shaq. Oh! He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers. And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Scotty's checked in for Grant. Worthy comes in for Baylor. And Kobe is subbed in for Cooper. And then for Detroit, Drummond comes in for Aaron Baines. And it's Tolliver in for Johnson. Great open look there. 16 points for Tobias Harris.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
There are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon.
Tolliver with the bucket.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Johnson attacking. That's good. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
There's the dish to Tolliver. Stolen by O'Neal. And now here comes Kobe leading the break. And the shot is good from Johnson.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
The drive by Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Johnson kicks to O'Neal, the 10-footer. And good, coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Outside Jackson. Dishes to Tolliver. Pass to Harris. Pistons passing it around. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Worthy. Second shot opportunity, and it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Some fantastic numbers for Shaq. He has 15 points and 2 steals. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
Harris misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Johnson, that's for 2. The second chance effort. Scott can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. They set the pick. Jackson missing again. Los Angeles leading by 23. The drive by Scott. The shot from the low post is good. Scott's got 26 points.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Jackson passes to Harris. Puts it up from 12. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Harris has got 9 points now in just the second half. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Feeds it to Tolliver. Meeks dishes to Drummond. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Johnson, good.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now, here's Meeks, guarded by Kobe.
Well, you know, one season in the books with the NBA's new replay center, and so far, so good. I mean, the replays are averaging about 45 seconds apiece, and getting the officials the angles they need quickly to make the right call.
And the Pistons making a change here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Harris. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Jackson. So... It's Detroit now, and Meeks kicks to Tolliver, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This guy is a high flyer, I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And with the new replay center, the league also going for more transparency. People expect it now, Clark, and they're officiating.
Yeah, and I don't mind that. Evaluating the most scrutinized calls and non-calls of the games in those last 2 minutes, that's a positive. Things are continuing to change, I think, for the better in that regard.
And Shaq with the slam.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Pistons trail by 21. Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Tolliver. Left side Harris. From 11 feet away. O'Neal with the rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Here's Johnson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Johnson's got 23 points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And in a two-game season series, you love taking charge of game one. That's obvious, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Pistons.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Scott. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Chamberlain's checked in for O'Neal. Scott comes in for James Worthy. Jones checked in for Bryant. And Van Exel subbed in for Magic Johnson.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Johnson right side. Poked away and stolen by Scott. Ball going up court. Scott, good. Scott's got 32 points.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Here's Blake. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, Steve Blake, a veteran presence who has been around the block a few times. He's been on several teams, played in several schemes and systems throughout his career. He's seen everything you could try to throw at him on the floor. He's a consummate pro.
And going back to Steve Blake, really didn't see much playing time after being traded to the Warriors last season. Of course, with Steph Curry and Sean Livingston ahead of you, you're going to not see a lot of minutes. Blake really just became probably more of an insurance policy.
And Blake's minutes, as you mentioned, Kevin, were down last season, but he was still that seasoned point man you love to have on your roster in case you got to cash in that insurance.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just... And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.